Uh-oh.
Renato slinked through Zenobia's ship, making no sound at all. She was curled up on her bed. He'd forgotten how beautiful she was, how sleek, how soft. He tapped her on the shoulder with his sword. She was made of smoke, and he noticed he had a very solid blade to his throat.
Ha! She tricked us.
Really think you could capture me? Purred a familiar voice. I just wanted to chat, said Renato. Did you ever wonder why the Emperor adopted you? He needs a sacrifice, someone who truly loves him, to make a bargain with the lost gods. That's a vicious lie. He wants to bring them back. That's crazy. Why would anyone... They could make him immortal. An eater of souls. And with that, her eyes widened. She understood. Renato told her how he had rescued a priest whose order had been massacred. How he had slept in a burnt village. At midnight, the Emperor's victims had come to him in his dreams to tell him of the hideous eldritch rituals they'd been sacrificed in. He could still see those kittens and puppies. Their wide, sad eyes, their moist noses.
No, not their moist noses.
Prove that. I've got a witness at the observatory.
All right. Well, we're making good progress. We captured Zenobia. Well, Zenobia's joining us.
He couldn't tell her, not yet, why he was really here. He didn't want her to be anywhere near the fleet when her father blew himself and Lupino up. So he told her about how the Emperor's obscene rituals had raised ancient artifacts out of the land. How he'd followed the appalling trail of the hideous horrors His Majesty had perpetrated for the sake of his own immortality. Any of this ring a bell? He said. He told me it was all lies. You've always known when I was lying. I always hated that about you, said Renato.
I was waiting for her to be like, "Yo, you're not lying, Don."
It started after atrocities that the Empire hushed up. Renato had rescued a priest whose order had been massacred for one book. He had slept in a burnt village. Dead kittens and puppies had come to tell him what the Emperor had done to them.
You know, we could show her the book that we're carrying. We kind of just like stowed it away without ever really committing it to memory that it's on our person at all times, allowing us to revert time itself in order to correct our mistakes. I could show her the book. And be careful about showing her the book, but show her the book anyways. And then she would have to believe me, like, oh yeah, that definitely looks like an ancient artifact. I wish they would add a speed counter as well. Just something there to make me go, no.
Sparkly.
I murdered them really fast. With style.
I'd know if my father started practicing black magic. Why? Would you join in? No. I'd destroy his books and I'd... Oh, God. Okay, you're not completely wrong. They've resurrected one of his victims. Well, look, I mean, look, it's not exactly alive, but it can talk. A true witness, she said.
I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know if he's bullshitting her, because I don't ever remember talking about somebody who was brought back to life. So I think he's bullshitting her. In some kind of fashion. Although... we could see. You know, thinking about it, the last time the book was mentioned was when we were supposed to look at it.
Renato had always wanted a flying carpet. This was more like a flying tabletop, but it would do.
I guess that does make more sense. Can't carry the book with me forever. If only the other people had read it. That makes sense. Yeah, yeah. If the book activated just upon death, then Peter and his mother would still be alive. Well, maybe not his mother, but definitely Peter. I mean, he literally was a set of ash with the book on him. Yeah. I wonder if you can unbuy abilities. I don't think you can. That'd be too useful. Especially for someone like me, who might want to go back to not killing things instantaneously after he's doing okay with his combos. Oh well! Oh. That's bad.
The observatory was a burning hulk. Dead scientists and black feathers everywhere. The Ravens had taken special care to burn the reanimated witness to cinders. Zenobia stared at the carnage. He didn't want me to hear the witness, did he? I guess not. What's your plan? She asked. So, Renato explained his brilliant gambit. Sending Lapino to get the Iblistone, become super powerful and corrupted, provoke the Emperor into using the core against him, thus blowing up both of them, and hopefully the fleet too. Let me visit your council, she said, shaken. I want to help. Could he really trust her?
No. Last time we brought her to the secret base, it got blown the hell up. So yeah, I'll lie about the location just in case.
She said she had an errand to run, so they met up sometime later in the mountains. She seemed different. It seemed she'd gone and knocked Lapino out with drowsy gas and taken the Iblistone from him.
Are you kidding me?
No, that wasn't a plan. I know. Your plan was terrible. Now where's the council? Couldn't we just go somewhere? Quiet?
She took the
Talk this
fucking
over?
Iblistone?
You lying son of a bitch. They're not here. The sword was bloody. I told you the truth. Well, mostly. I'm going to kill my father now. But first, I'm going to kill you.
Please
And
don't.
that is exactly what she did.
Shit. What?
He tried something bold and paid the price for it.
Okay, well, I died earlier than the book would let me die, so it will revert back and let me make another choice. Yes? Correct?
He couldn't tell her.
Okay, so if I choose a different option, maybe things will go better. Jesus Christ. She takes the fucking Iblistone and uses it against us. How does choosing to show her the actual council place change that? Will it make it so she's not like, you lied to me? Because that's the only way I could see that going better.
There was a sign. Take the goat across first.
Or else it will die as you leave it behind.
The rebellion had started after atrocities that the Empire hushed up. Renato had rescued a priest whose order had been massacred for one book. He had slept in a burnt village. Dead kittens and puppies had come to tell him what the Emperor had done to them.
I'm not going that way. I don't want to take too long getting past everything. Come on, boys. Oh, you ruined it. Still gonna slice you in half, though.
It was definitely easier to fight inanimate objects.
I don't know, there are some inanimate objects that could possibly fight back. If they're enchanted.
Don't you think I'd know if my father started...
Yay. Oh no, we came from here. Okay. Considering how immediately she went for the Iblistone, We really can't trust her at all either. Which is funny. That should be the real hidden truth. Nobody is trustworthy, and you should just let them all kill each other. Oh, that would suck if they had a plot like that, but I don't think you physically can just say, nope, I closed the book and nothing happens. They all die as I run off into the distance. Yeah, why not? We're safe!
Energy spheres. Easy to dodge, but boy do they sting if you didn't pay attention.
Okay. I got cocky. Ow. Didn't expect to get hit by an energy sphere. Especially not twice. Safer if I just actively dodge them. Whoop! Oh, come on. Oh my god, how many people are here?
That had gone rather well, actually.
Yeah, I know, we're pretty badass. It's just kind of happened as we've gotten more abilities and used to our general powers. It's nice. Is this leading me to the end? Yes, it is. Alright. Beat the level again.
The observatory was a burning hulk. Dead scientists and black feathers everywhere. The Ravens had taken special care to burn the reanimated witness to cinders. Zenobia stared at the carnage. He didn't want me to hear the witness, did he? I guess not. What's your plan? She asked. So, Renato explained his brilliant gambit. Sending Lapino to get the Iblis stone, become super powerful and corrupted, provoke the Emperor into using the core against him, thus blowing up both of them, and hopefully the fleet too. Let me visit your council, she said, shaken. I want to help. Could he really trust her?
Well, we know what's gonna happen on the other side of that choice, so
He'd done it. He'd made Zenobia see how evil her father really was. He wished she didn't feel this urge to join in the rebellion. After all, he'd taken care of the Emperor, right? Yeah, but she'd always been conscientious like that. She told him she had to go somewhere first. So Renato gave her the location of the secret base, and they agreed to meet in the ruins. He had a very good feeling about this.
and psych. She's gonna come back with the stone. And maybe she's a good enough person to not want to kill everybody. Although, I don't know, she stabbed us real damn quick last time.
What had Zenobia gone off to do? What was more important than meeting the rebel council? Had he made a mistake, sending her to the ruins? No. He knew they could trust each other. He could trust her because she never broke her word. And she could trust him because she could see right through him. Well, she'd probably be there well before him. She at least didn't have to fight her way through rainstorms of ravens.
Unless her father realizes that she's gonna betray him. Then she'd have to fight.
Hypatia had been the first woman who'd ever tried to convince Renato he was smart. He knew he wasn't nearly as clever as he thought he was. But she'd pushed him to think things through. She had a vision of him that was better than his own.
I bet she sounds like such a good woman every time we go through this chapter. It makes me sad that we failed our promise. Whoa, whoa, almost got hit.
Here, fishy!
Woo-ha! Yeah, this seems like a pretty long way in comparison to the normal route that I go, but whatever.
As he came around the bend, there was Lupino, unconscious on the side of the path, and Renato could smell a familiar, sweet, smoky scent. Who? Zenobia. It had to be. She never used a combat spell when she could use drowsy gas. That meant she had the Iblis stone.
Oh no!
What would it do to her? She hated her father now. She'd kill him for sure. The council wouldn't mind if she killed the Emperor, but murdering her father would destroy her. He had to get to whatever ledge she was on and talk her down from it.
Well, as long as she's not instant killing me, that's a plus. Ooh, no.
Renato hated gogglers, but it freaked him out to cut them.
Scary stuff, scary stuff. Ah! God damn it! Scary stuff. They're still alive. Oh, fuck that. I'm done. Goodbye. Not dealing with the other goggler. It zapped 80% of my health away.
So he was close to the rebel base. Nothing was on fire. So far, so good.
I'm a fan that buff targets go down in one shot as well with my super upgrade.
That done beautifully. Where was a bard when you needed one?
Okay. It's almost the moment of truth. Will Zenobia betray us? After all this time, after all this effort, will we finally see the true ending of the game? Or a true ending of the game, for all I know, there could be other things.
Sometimes, Renato really hated inanimate objects.
Yeah, look at them being smug, like they don't have to do anything in their lives. How carefree can they possibly get? That's why I have to show them up sometimes. Destroy them! Right in their spots, put some fear in their inanimate, well, bases.
Everyone in the council chamber was dead.
Oh shit.
Zenobia stood shivering in the courtyard, drenched in blood. Why? He managed. They started arguing with me. I lost my temper and I wanted their blood. Well, not me. The stone did. Why did you take it from Lupino? I had a plan. You had a stupid plan, she said. I'm going to go kill my father now.
Well,
No,
okay.
You can't. You'll just take his place. You'll become worse than him. Get out of my way, or I'll kill you too.
Well, stop her and the Iblis Stone. Get out of her way. Trying to stop her would likely be fatal. But feelings! He had to try.
You won't kill me, he said. And I won't let you kill the Emperor. Enraged, she raised the sword. You hate him too? He could sense the Iblis Stone, yearning for his death. But she didn't strike. If you kill him, it'll destroy you. I know you. Shut up! She shouted, her sword trembling. I won't lose you again. Not for anything. Get away from me, he said, and he was very close. I can't lose you again. And he was in reach of her sword now. I hate him! I hate you too! I love you, he said for the very first time. And then she was weeping. He was holding her. The sword had dropped from her hand. He glanced at the Iblis Stone. It was no longer the black of the void. It looked like coal. No. It glowed, like a cinder. It was crackling, burning, crumbling into ashes. You've always loved me, haven't you? She said. She was weak. The stone had taken so much from her. Always, he said. She staggered as he helped her up. Let me take you away. Where? The island of Avalon. The sisters will heal you. He'll follow us. Then we need the Farfarer, the fastest ship in the Empire.
Well, that worked out, minus the fact that she killed the rebellion. That's not exactly the cheeriest ending, but hey! Progress! That's better! Love won in the end by literally killing a god inside of a stone. Nice. And still the final chapter is, this area. Ugh.
They'd have to take it back.
Those bastards. Fine. Let's go get my ship back. And maybe finally stop the Emperor. Alright, so this time around we don't have a Zenobia to stop us.
For a little exploration.
Lupino's knocked out somewhere. Possibly still not able to get back to the fleet in time. The rebel fleet is down, so that means there's no actual fighting going on. I have no idea what the fuck's gonna happen. We're not in any actually super decent position. We're just not in a screwed position. Which is weird to say.
And there it was. His beautiful skycraft, the Farfarer. They would fare very far indeed. Beyond the Empire, beyond the reach of the Empire, to the mystical island of Avalon.
True that, we can just run.
He didn't know exactly where it was, but he knew he could find it. And they would find peace there. Second star on the right, and straight on till morning, laughed Zenobia. And they laughed together for the first time in a long time.
Well, I can see our ship. All you had to do was look up to the right, buddy. Okay, alright, let's get a move on. The Emperor can have this kingdom. Sure, it's not gonna be saved, and that might not be the desirable outcome, but whatever.
Shall we dance? Could the lead raven?
Damn it! Ugh! Of course, he hit me just as I was about to perfect everything. I'm sad that my XP requirements keep on just increasing. 30,000, man? It's ridiculous. Okay, gotta go fast.
There was an inscription. No spitting.
Oh, God, I took so much of that. Wow. Okay, I was expecting to get attacked. We're not heading over to the ship to fight the Emperor. No, we leave the opposite way to run. Oh, thank God. Alright, so I don't one-shot the explosive guys. Somebody on the dev team thought about that, like, oh yeah, you know it would really suck if the player instant died, right? Oh, that sucks so much. I pressed X in the direction of the guy who killed me, and it didn't work! Alright, no more fancy maneuvers. Just fighting, destroying. God fucking damn it! Oh my god. I'm so frustrated at the explosive guy. He's just in the pack. Like, oh, by the way, boom, you're dead. Your health gone. Awesome. Thanks, I guess. Oh shit, I'm out of stamina. Okay. Oh my god, they have so many reinforcements! Oh, get the fuck out of here, or I dashed. Oh, thank God. That was ridiculous.
But they did not go unnoticed. Scout ships lifted off, and the long lance of the Imperial flagship. Bernardo turned downwind to gain speed. The Raven ships could pursue, but they couldn't close. The Far Speaker croaked, "Return her and live!" "Go sacrifice yourself," yelled Bernardo. "Then you won't have her either." On the flagship, the Emperor was readying some arcane weapon. It couldn't be. It was the core.
Ha!
A devastating beam lanced out of the
Oh no!
Bernardo zigzagged wildly to keep the Farfare out of it.
He has the other piece of it!
The Raven scout ships were closing the distance, and the beam was getting closer too. Then came a blinding flash, and the air was searingly hot all around him. There was a thunderous, deafening roar. He could smell burnt oak and burnt feathers and burnt flesh. But when he could hear and see again, they were alive and unhurt. And they were alone in the sky. Zenobia embraced him. They had done it. Through luck and through love, they had won the war. "Avalon, here we come," he said as he held her arms wide in the prow of the boat and let her feel its speed. "Maybe the real Avalon is wherever we're together," she said. And so, after a bit of an argument, Bernardo and Zenobia went to one of the two Avalons. The one shrouded in mists, or the one in their hearts.
All right.
Which one they went to, I'll never tell.
Well, okay.
He'd done it. He'd forged his own destiny. Well, he hadn't actually done it, but he knew what he would do. Bernardo smiled at the book. He practically wanted to kiss it. The kid's sacrifice hadn't been in vain. He'd saved the book and saved the world. Bernardo owed him and his mother so much. Bernardo lowered the mainsail and let the Farfarer shoot forward in the breeze. Second star to the right, and straight on till morning. This time, he would win.
Sweet. So that was the true ending of the game. I was hoping that we would uncorrupt everyone, you know, Lupino and the Emperor, but I guess that's not what there's like, yeah, you know, that's one of the endings that's gonna happen. It's interesting to see that there's 24 different combinations other than that, though. I don't know if I'm gonna go through with all that, but we made it through and got to the true ending, or a true ending. I have no idea any other information, but that was interesting. It was obviously incredibly repetitive to have to repeat every level over and over and over and over again, but it was different because, hey, we were going through this with different choices. And not in the way that you play like Mass Effect and you go, okay, well this time around I'm gonna say this instead of that, and then it barely changes, but it was more like, oh, okay, well now we're gonna actually go to maybe the same places, but for completely different reasons. And that leads into another completely different reason with a different cutscene, and oh shit, now the little chick is gonna try and kill you. Oh god, she killed everyone. I liked it. It was interesting for a small little indie game. The combat did grow a little stale by the end of the game, because they just didn't introduce any new enemies after the enchanted ones. Instead, they're just like, all right, that's it. Even though it was going to be quite a while until you reach the full end of the game. And we obviously didn't fully level up or max out, so we didn't have every super badass ability. It was a shame. I do wish that there had been a tiny bit more in-game content. I think that it was okay in terms of everything else, in terms of the overall story. But it would have been nice if we could have had like a level 3 upgrade to the swords, and maybe level 4 or 5 upgrades to the gems, because that would just be nice, especially for people who are trying to go for the other endings and 100% the game. It's gonna be a little mind-numbing going through everything, and legitimately the only thing that you'll have is leveling up. And when that's done, I don't know. So it'd be nice if the swords and all that other stuff had lasted just a tiny bit longer. I don't know what you could have done, but I'm sure with like a team of people brainstorming, they could have come up with something. So what happens now? Do they just leave me off of the menu? Sorta, kinda. Oh, I like that you can see the, everything else over to the right. The Truth Finder unlocked. The Truth Finder will help you find the paths that lead you to the truths that you have not found yet. Well, I kind of already discovered all of that, so, yeah. View stories. Hero path completed. Oh, you can't, like, read up on it? I wonder if there are other ways to lead to the hero path. It would be interesting, but we have all these different stories. But we got the general gist. Iblis Stone corrupts things. Sky Ripper Core is gonna blow up or be abused. Zenobia is gonna, like, kill us, or, well, they'll kill us in the majority of things, more than likely. And Lapino's a dick. Gotcha. We got the general gist of how most of the stories will probably go. It'll be just like a combination of things. Like, it'd be interesting to see what happens if you go for the Iblis Stone and you also take the Sky Ripper Core. But for now, I think I'm done. We beat the game. I think it did its job alright. We were able to speed through things. It was only like, levels only took like 5 to 10 minutes a pop, which made it very easy to kind of like repeat everything over and over and over again because of how short it was. It did not need to be a longer game by adding some arbitrary things in some spots. Although it would have been nicer to have, I guess, a better reward at the end of the campaign in terms of like fights. At the end of the path, of the hero path, we definitely had like a much harder fight, the hardest fight of the game there, just because how much shit was there. But it would be nice to, say, have a boss at the end of the campaigns that were different. We never ever really got a chance to fight Zenobia or Lapino or the Emperor. They always just happened in the cutscenes, and that made me a little sad. But it was a fun game. And considering it was like, I think I got it for like on sale for $7, it was definitely worth it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed watching this Let's Play. It's definitely different going through and repeating things over and over and over again, but it was a different experience, and that was fun. Thank you for watching. I will see you guys later.